Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They run with a fourth-year man. This is Damian Harris. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
From the 30 on second down, Walker. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
19 yards there on the catch and run. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Off the play fake, Walker. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On second down, this is Harris. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 25. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Walker. And that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. They run for it with Harris. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message. Hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And they go play action. Here's Walker. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Walker. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bucs are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched him on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Back near his goal line, Mariota. And this is taken in by the tight end, Bryson Hopkins. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. No score after one on EA Sports. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now on 2nd and 13. Walker. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the right side with Harris. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Play action now. Walker. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Walker now. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Crayvon LeBlanc with a pick. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Now Walker. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Romeo Doubs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
First down, Mariota. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. The Bucs at 0-7, winless to start the year. And they come in wondering what on earth is going on here.
And, Brandon, I reflect back to one time we had one of those deep philosophical talks about getting up every day and going to work and the whole deal. Can you imagine what it's like for this team? Every morning they wake up. They haven't won a game yet. How do they figure their way out of this one? How do they play well enough to get at least one win before this season is over?
Mariota's throw here taken in by Ingram. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On third down, Mariota. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Throw right side, hauled in by Doubs. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. From the shotgun, it's Walker. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Working out of the gun here, Walker. Escaping the pressure right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Romeo Doubs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head in. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now Walker. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And it'll be intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And the Bucs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Final play of the half here. Mariota going deep here for Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this 2nd half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Here's Jones again on second down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Here's Mariota. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. And it's taken in at the 9. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, hey, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
To throw again on second down, Mariota. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Off the play fake, Mariota. And able to find Alan Lazard. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Mariota again. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
22 yards there, a first down.
Here we go, here we go.
Off the play fake, Walker. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Joe Burrow got hurt last game for like 2 weeks.
Keep the drive rolling. And Walker now to throw on first down. There's Mooney with another catch. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. And following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. To throw is Walker. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Romeo Doubs with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know
they'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, Mariota. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Mariota on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Walker. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Buccaneers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
4 yards remain for second down. They'll send the tight end in motion left.
One.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mariota. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Mariota to throw it. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Bucs trying on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Darnell Mooney, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Sam Sloman for the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throw it, Mariota. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
first down throw for Mariota. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mariota is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you've got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And the Ravensons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. He got out of the pocket there. Was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling. His receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Mariota's throw into the hands of Cobb. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. That's complete right side to Lazard. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. To the air again, Mariota. And Lazard's got it again. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 4th down, Mariota. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will step out of bounds, but not before he's all the way across the 50. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 48 yards. And they go play action. Here's Walker. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Walker now. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, This is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're